Well, we headed back to Old Lost Creek, here on Chuck Swan and Sharp's Chapel. Show some more pieces of our history. Here we are arriving at the old graveyard. It's an old one too. Beautiful, beautiful place. I love when I get here just to relax, become one with the place, and just look around and scan this beautiful place of all of our ancestors, all the pioneers. But you never know what you'll catch. That's how I do a lot of these places, and these old houses and this old country. Such beautiful sights. Just scanning this beautiful country. Whether it be houses, mountains, scenery, forest, it don't matter. These Appalachias are just beautiful. And sometimes I catch things on these old cameras when I review that I didn't know was there. Right here's something strange. I had it on the last video of Lost Creek. Nobody noticed it, but I noticed it, and I'm gonna share it with you. Look here. See this little area right here? Now watch this again. I'll run it again. See that? I don't know what that was. Here it is at high speed, scaled up. Just a little puff of smoke come up out of the ground. That's what it looked like. Here it is again. That's very hard to notice. But there's all kinds of history here. I think there's just things of the past that's remembered. Now you remember here on the last one when I showed down here at Lost Creek, the subdivision across the lake used to be a cow pasture? Well, I went over to that side where them big fancy subdivisions are, filming it, looking back at Lost Creek Cemetery, and you can see it right there above that tree on your left. I'll scan around here. Right here it is, if you didn't notice it. That's where I was standing looking back from the other side. Beautiful place here, beautiful homes. And I noticed right here at my feet when I was filming, here's an old pioneer grave. Right here in an empty lot that somebody's fixing to build a house next to. Be right in their yard. Looks like the date on it is 1810. An old pioneer here. Probably lived here. No telling who else is buried in these fields. You just don't know it. Beautiful homes here. A lot of history's passed here that nobody knows nothing about. Forgotten in time. Now back at the graveyard, it's such a beautiful place. So much history here to be told. No matter how many times I go, I just can't cover it all. Well, I'm going to introduce you to somebody. Welcome everybody. Well, I want to introduce you into something. I usually do just history and stories of these old mountains and our old elders and stuff. But I ain't into ancestry no more than just digging into a story. I want to introduce you into somebody. This is my little sister Robin, and she does a lot of ancestry. She can tell you who was born and who their kids was, where they died and when, and she's more in depth into that. And she's got a little YouTube channel called Appalachian Cemetery Hunting with Robin, and I'll let her explain it to you what she normally does. So go ahead, Robin.
Yeah. Yeah, my YouTube channel, it's small, just starting out. It's very primitive. It's not like Donnie's. It's not very fancy. But if you're looking for ancestry or even bits of history in some of these old cemeteries, we like to go off the beaten path sometimes and find a lot of history. Civil War, you can look for ancestral names. Yeah, just hop on over to that channel, and man, I'd sure love the subscribers. Would be really cool. So thanks for watching, and I guess I'll be putting this video out pretty soon too. But thanks for inviting me to your channel.
You're welcome, Robert. So check her out there if you're into ancestry a lot. So there you go. Well, there you go. I'll leave a link to her channel in the bottom of the description of this video. But anyway, that being said, I want to move on. Let them just do what they want in that graveyard, study all the graves and the names. I'm heading back into these ridges behind it here, back in time. Such beautiful country, and I love to explore. You never know what's laying there. You get back in these old places, and you see where these used to be nothing but fields. Look here, there's a pile of rocks, 100 feet long, 4 foot high, clearing these fields. These didn't used to be woods. They was all fields and cow pastures. And you find stuff like this laying around. There's an old bucket. Had to be way before the lake, before they bought all this land and took it from the people. History laying everywhere if you just notice it. And I seen something like this in the woods, back corner of my eye. And I went over to it, and it just looks like an old chimney here, made out of limestone, just a local rock laying around. Limestone. And here's what it looked like. It's an old chimney that is collapsed. Handmade chimney out of limestone rock. This is an old one, probably an old cabin. You see the old foundation around it there. The wood's all gone. That's just wood fell out of the trees, out of the rotting down out of the woods. But it's all gone. Just the rock and the foundation. And I noticed something laying on the ground. I heard something clanging me walking around. There's an old plow blade I picked up out of the leaf. Looked like it's wore out. Been there a long time. Long time. How much has that been plowed with an old mule? Right on top of this little knob. Right by itself. On the side of this ridge. And it probably looked like this. Old chimney made out of local rock laying around. Little old cabin. Back when they settled this country. Overlooking the lake on a little knob. This is a steep ridge, but there's a little knob here, probably a half an acre flat. It's a hidden little place. I never knowed it was here. Walked right over to it. Beautiful place. You just don't know what off the beaten path is laying here, waiting for somebody to discover. Well, I head on down this old road, here and there along this ridge, and you can't help but admire the beautiful sights this time of year, the beautiful colors, but they're going away quick. But they're so beautiful, just breathtaking to look at. And I find stuff like this too. This is the steps, a round set of steps, to an old school or an old church in the middle of nowhere in these woods. Still trying to find history on that. But there's all kinds of history that's gone, forgotten about. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. There's so much history to be shown. Just one story at a time, pieces of Appalachia. So I want to thank you for watching. God bless, and I'll see you next time.